Ever wanted to know how to get me to react to one of your songs? Well, this is how you do it.
It's time for reaction. Welcome in. Old School Nerd.
Hey everybody, my name is Old School Nerd, and that's Chelsea Maybe. She's joining me today because we're shooting content for the Patreon channel. A lot of you on Patreon know that we do reactions to Netflix and movies and other stuff that's not on YouTube, and we can't really put it on YouTube for that reason. Now, that's on Patreon. That has nothing to do with this, but since she's already here doing that, I got a request from somebody, and I thought, let's do a quick reaction to something. She's never heard this before, and neither have I. It's a brand new song from a brand new group. And the name of the group is called Die With Me. The song is called Unspoken. Now, the way this came about is I get a lot of people asking me, hey, can you do these? Can you do our reaction? I've had labels, I've had bands, I've had production companies for bands ask me to do reactions. I've even had
popular, we get it.
No. I've actually no. It's not like that. I've actually had the agent for a rapper ask me to react to his stuff, and that they would pay me so much money based upon how many views I got.
Let's do that.
And no. Although it'd probably get a bunch of views because I would probably destroy it. Pretty much like, me in a wig and a roller skating ring. They were coming at me from the business aspect.
Right.
Like it was reaction for money.
Right. We are not fans of. He does it for the love of it.
No, I do it for money. So no. Because if I was doing it for the money.
You're right, I misspoke.
If I was doing this for money, I am wasting my time. So here's the thing. So this guy named Zach. I don't know Zach. Zach just messaged me on Instagram.
What's up, Zach?
He was like, hi, my name is Zach. And I'm like, hi, Zach. Actually, I didn't say hi, Zach. I have not even replied to him yet.
He doesn't know?
No, he doesn't know. I haven't told him anything.
Sneak.
I know. I'm so sneaky. Okay, so here's the thing. Stop. You're making me seem weird.
Oh, I'm making you seem weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
the fuck, Richard?
okay, so here's the thing. Zach messages me and he's like, hi, my name is Zach and I have a band and we're kind of new and we have our debut single and we just released it. It would really mean a whole lot to us if you did a reaction for it. Wait, and then he says, if you can't, it's totally cool. I understand. But he was just like, he made it a personal plea. And then he talked about like how much he likes the channel, how much he likes the fact that I'm honest and I'm real, and they want me to do an honest, real reaction. Okay, that's a two-edged sword, bro, because it may be one of those things where I love it. And then there may be one of those things where I'm like, it's not my thing. And because I've never heard of you, nobody has. It's your debut single, okay?
Which, by the way, I'm just going to interrupt him right now. Regardless of what happens with the rest of this video, congratulations, because this is a big deal.
It really, really is. I mean, if I could reach out, if when I was playing music in college, and I was in the band that I was in, I was playing drums. If there was even a YouTube back then, I mean, I'm so old, the internet had just started, and people were still looking for porn on news groups.
I'm hearing the dial-up sound in my head right now.
Yeah. So anyway, if we had reactors back then, and a reactor would have reacted to our music,
yeah.
that would have been the world to us. And who knows if I could probably still be a musician. No. I've seen, you guys have seen how I play music, and no, I should just stick with this. Anyway, so Zach, because you took a chance, so are we. And I brought Chelsea along with this one because she's going to keep me from doing something. Well, she's going to keep me from doing any more stupid stuff. because I have a tendency to kind of go a little weird.
That's not really how this relationship works, though. But okay.
No. Anyway, so Zach, you took a chance. So will we. Now remember, 100% honest and real. Anything I don't like, I'll probably tell you. Don't worry. I'm usually not that bad. I mean, it's not like you did a cover to a Paramore song.
Get off of
What?
it. Really?
What?
Really? Gotta let it go.
Oh, one more thing. Who's the country guy that did the song? God gave me you. Blake Shelton? Mm-hmm. No, actually he didn't. He stole it from someone else and everyone said it was his song. Moving on.
I saw that coming. You guys didn't.
I love the Tom walks. Not pausing for the music. I just want us to both take a moment and look at the album cover art.
Yeah.
Been there, guys. Been there. Ethereal, beautiful woman rips your heart out, leaves you gaping and bleeding everywhere, and then just turns her back and walks away. Been there, guys. Been there. Actually, beautiful album art, which is saying something because most people don't use album art anymore. Because unless you're pressing vinyl, it's not really a thing. But nice. It's very impactful. What are your thoughts so far? Because I always stop it at the beginning of a song and piss everyone off and give my initial thought. Everyone's like, why did you just stop it all of a sudden at the beginning of the song? You've seen me do it. I do it every time just to give my first impression of what I heard. What'd you hear?
I really like it so far. I'm into it. I'm with you. I really like the album art. Digging the logo. I know that's not what you're asking me about. That's what I do. So, yeah, sounds great so far. I'm excited to really actually get into it.
But I'm not going to let you because I always stop stuff.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to
shut up. Here's the thing. The reason why it's really cool for her to be here is because this is not her favorite genre of music.
Mm-mm.
It's my favorite genre of music. If you want to hear music she loves more than anything,
Julian Baker.
Julian freaking Baker. You type in Julian Baker and just run through her stuff. That's her jam. Okay. I'm more of what you've seen on the channel. Everything from classic rock and metal and folk music all the way to Ginger and Fractal Universe.
Which I will say, although our musical tastes are very varied and sometimes very, very different, it's one of the things that we, I think, appreciate and love the most about each other, because he's introduced me to so many things that I would never have found on my own. And I think that I do sometimes. And so we have this whole other appreciation of genres that we probably never would have explored.
Yeah. Not really. For me, it wasn't as much of a stretch for me to like your music as it was for you to like mine, because I was into folk music and acoustic before.
You would have organically found Julian Baker or Boy Genius, for that matter, or Lucy Dacus. I don't think that would have been. Dacus, I don't think that they would have been people that would have come across your radar.
I mean, Cold War kids. I mean,
yeah, but that was me too.
I know, but I would have come across them eventually.
Oh
anyway.
yeah, of course you would have. I mean,
because if you hang around Need to Breathe and all those other bands in that, you're going to come around there eventually.
Okay, this isn't about you or me. This is about Zach. Push the me.
Oh, sorry, Zach. We forgot about you.
I got you, Zach.
The fuck, Richard?
All day long.
Sometimes silence is better, but I know that is a lie. Just like the words you spoke to me when
We got to talk about the chorus.
Not sure what that was.
Bless you.
Breaking Benjamin. What I got there.
I kind of felt some Breaking Benjamin, little 12 Stones.
Ooh, good call.
A little 3 Days Grace.
Maybe just a tinge.
Just a tinge. There are two things in there that caught me a little off.
Which are?
The whole beginning of the song, the drumming and bass playing is super dynamic.
Right.
And then they break down and go into this melancholy kind of vibe, right? Mm-hmm. Which made us think of the artists that we just ran through, right?
Which are spectacular.
Yeah, it's all those are compliments, by the way.
Yes.
Considering none of those bands are really rocking it right now, there's a spot. Run for it. All of a sudden, for no reason, right in the second half of this chorus, the drummer just goes into this pedal run. And the bass player...
You look like you're dog paddling. Stop.
Well, so was he, because he wasn't going anywhere with it. Now, that's a critical...
have to have a destination.
I'm a drummer, so when I hear that... Now, by the way, I'm not a drummer like he's a drummer, okay? I played drums 20 years ago.
Right.
But I stay in composition, arrangement, studio work to where when I'm thinking from a producer standpoint, where I don't know why that's there, because everything is the drumming has been so dynamic at the beginning with the tom rolls, the fills.
Right.
He's running through this verse where he's playing in a very straightforward manner, but it's so dynamic with everything else that it feels really groovy. But then he gets in here and he's running this rapid roll, and it seems like it's sticking out, and it doesn't sound like the bass player is going with him. So he's just sticking out there by himself.
It went from him driving the music to...
He went from Michael Phelps to dog paddling. Like he's just splashing water for not a reason.
That's a little harsh.
That was very harsh. My bad.
Push the dick button.
Okay.
What the fuck, Richard?
So, okay. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh, the asshole button. Sorry. My bad. I had the wrong one.
Oh, no. I removed that one.
Oh, of course you did. Why?
Because I would have to rap
Did
and
you
push it
wear
all the
it
time.
out?
I wore out
Okay.
the asshole button. Okay, so here's the thing. That is just arrangement, and it probably will sound amazing live. So let's just ignore that. There is one thing that I looked at you when I heard it, and I know you heard it too.
What?
Your vocal. One of the lead singer goes that low,
Yeah.
intimate,
talking about.
draw you in melancholy voice. And it's that vocal styling that a lot of people love. Okay? However, when a person sings like that, your backup singer or harmonizing vocal cannot go there with you.
Right. There's got to be an offset.
Either your background vocal has to go up, screaming, passionate, or he's got to go
Preferably
really,
down.
really low and whispering. If he tries to sing with you in that melancholy drawl,
It gets lost.
no, one of you will sound flat.
That too, but I feel like it also loses something.
It loses a lot. Now, here's an example, okay? Bob Dylan made an entire career, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame career, out of a melancholy, drawn out voice. Personally connecting to anyone. There's a reason why Bob Dylan has never had a backup singer. Because anyone who sings with him, like him, it won't sound right. Now, this is just how I feel about it, but the first part of the chorus was awesome the way you said that, but when the background vocal joined you and did it with you, I'm not saying both of you weren't on keys, but if you're going to be heart, two amazing women belting, harmonizing with each other is amazing. if you're you guys or Breaking Benjamin or any other band where guys just being an intimate, mumbling, intimate, just kind of drawl, and someone harmonizes with that, it's not a good dynamic. It's something that will actually make people go like, well, that doesn't sound right, because it doesn't.
It's an opportunity in the song for, if you're gonna have that duet situation, it's an opportunity for each one of you to shine individually. But when you guys do it a little too close, it just
A or B is sticking out, and it's sticking out in an uncomfortable way. Now, let me give you an amazing example of this that will you guys will be like, oh, well, that's cool too. 12 Stones did this on the song Coming Home. The lead singer of 12 Stones was doing a breakdown in the middle of that song. Go listen to it. And the background vocal, who's actually the bass player as well in the band, starts singing with him. And it sounds terribly off because they're both too low. Then I saw 12 Stones live right here in Lafayette, Louisiana at the Grant Street Dance Hall.
Oh, now you're dating yourself.
Now I'm dating myself because that's now a parking lot. Well, saying I saw 12 Stones live is also dating myself too.
Yeah, but at Grant Street?
Yeah.
If you guys live in South Louisiana, you get it.
It's called a dance hall for a reason. Okay, so I saw them live at a dance hall, and what they did for it live is instead of him going down and matching the lead singer of 12 Stones, he backed off his mic and went super high with it. And because he backed off the mic, it just sounded like he was screaming it passionately, but in the background.
Yeah.
And it was like amazing live. So things that may sound weird on an album that may catch you in a wrong way.
You're right.
One little change live and everyone's like, that's the moment. So again, this is your debut single.
And that may be what you guys are planning on doing.
Yeah, we don't even know. And who knows? We're 1 minute, 11 seconds into a 3-minute song, and we're 17 minutes into this shit. So we haven't heard enough. Maybe later on in the song they don't do it. Maybe they do something different, and we're like, there you go. Just do that every once in a while.
I don't know. You should stop talking to find out.
Damn. Okay, you're right. I do love the drive on that ride cymbal. Sorry, gotta stop. I'm sorry. Okay.
Of course you do.
Something else that's dating your music a little bit. And the reason why we keep going to 12 Stones and to Breaking Benjamin and bands from the early 2000s is during that era, bass players ran quarter notes constantly. No bands are doing that right now. Rather than him playing quarter notes, have him remain within the count, but put gaps in the middle and do notes with the drumming where your drummer is playing very straight, but he's throwing in these fills. When he throws in these drop beats, your bass player should be just pulling or banging it hard. Here's an example. Ginger. Ginger is exactly the opposite of you guys right now because, well, not only because of Tatiana, but okay, look at Eugene and Roman. They're the exact opposite of you guys. In your setup, your bass player is playing a lot of quarter notes and walking through the melody and the rhythm section. And your guitarist is just carrying that melody. If you find a way for your bass player to not run so much and really hit that bass on important cueing downbeats, that's what Eugene and Ginger does. He'll play the song, but he'll always pop in a note right when it adds a heavy accent that gives it that new groove feel.
But I think we also have to leave some space, though, for the fact that it's a nostalgic. Like when they start doing those quarter notes, it's something that everybody's felt before, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it automatically endears you a little bit more to the song, even though you've never heard it before.
Agreed.
So,
until I say this one next thing. He's done it the whole time.
well, I know, I understand that. I'm saying like maybe that's why though.
But this band is so dynamic in the guitars, and the drummer changes it up so much. The only person that's not changing up in the song is the bass player. So far, the vocals, drumming, guitars, all of it has changed multiple times.
Yeah.
But that bass player has run that quarter note all the way through too much. I'm just give me an actual, honest, real reaction. Unfortunately, that's it for me. Now, here's the thing. I'm only telling you guys the things that I'm seeing that current, hot, big bands right now are doing that everyone's going, whoa, to. But if you guys are, this is your voice, this is your art, then this is your shit. You stick with this. It's still great. I'm just pointing out stuff that I'm seeing every day because I do reactions every day. And some of the stuff that's blowing me away, the role of the bass player is no longer to back up the guitarist or the drummer. The role of the bass player in current music is to stand out just like anybody else. And it's awesome. But again, that's just me being me. I'm weird.
Yeah.
She's not saying, yeah, that I'm right. She's saying, yeah, that I'm weird.
No, I'm saying I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying I mean I've seen all of your reactions recently, and you have a tendency in the last few weeks to love pointing out the bits of songs that really take you back to reminding you of stuff. And so I think that in this one we would be remiss to say, you know, you guys got to switch it up and do something different if that is the driving force of that nostalgia of this song. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we need to give that a shout out.
Oh, we do. That's why when I said, hey, it kind of reminds me of Breaking Benjamin and 12 Stones, that was not a knock. You're talking about my two favorite bands 15 years ago. Remember the last three words that I said before I said that. That's the vocal band. I just realized something. That vocal that we're uncomfortable with, I think the reason why it sounds chopped up and off is because there's too much music in it. Maybe that kick drum. Because when the music cut off and he said goodbyes, he had that kind of raspy Jim Morrison Doors feel to it, and that sounded really good. So maybe there's just too much drumming and stuff that's making it muddy in the sound, because your vocal tone in your octave is so close to the music that it's not standing out. So maybe that's why it's sounding kind of off, because your vocal notes are too close to your music line and it's making it muddy. That's just a production thing, and that could be easily done in a mix. So just ignore me.
I love when I have a thought in my head and you eventually there.
Pretty much with everything.
This is reminding me of something too, and not a bad thing.
Oh no. This is great. I like that. Perfect fill on the drums. Best part of the song so far. Change up.
Yes. More of this.
We're never going to get through this song.
It's so good.
Okay.
I like this.
That part, okay. Now, the screaming, and then when he had that lower end, if the screamer, hopefully the screamer isn't the lead vocalist, but when the lead vocalist did his melancholy vocals, if that screamer was in the very far background, screaming out the same notes, but like drawn out, really low in the gain, that would have added another kick. Also, the drummer, for all the knock I gave you about that unneeded roll,
it was a lot.
Everything you did during that guitar solo was perfect, because there were parts in the guitar solo as the guitar went up and crescendoed in the storytelling, in the phrasing of the guitar solo, you were in there. You were bringing it up with it. You were doing these long, drawn-out rolls that just elevated it. And then afterwards, you're doing these little tags in this run with the toms and cymbals, little mini fills that just kept walking this up in intensity to where when it dropped back in and the low vocal growl and then the screamer were there, you were being drawn up by the drummer and this guitarist. So when you got up there, you were like, it was storytelling wise, the song is perfectly placed. It tells a great story. Just like any story, you come up to the climax and you're left up in this plateau. Now we get to see the last 10 seconds of this song. You're at the plateau of this song, 10 seconds remaining. Cut off ending?
They're going out high.
You think they're going to go off high, or do you think they're going to cut off?
I don't know.
Or
I don't know now that you say that. I don't know.
Okay. A, B, or C. A, they're going to go off real high and just cut off. B, they're going to do a boom. You know, like in the 90s, everyone had a drop note and a resonate out. Or is it going to be like the screamer will be like, scrow. It'll just be the voice out.
I'm hoping for A.
A, kind of a off and cut.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's see what happens. We're taking bets.
Yes. See, that just, yes.
Okay.
I want it to just end. Like, yes.
Okay, so there are things that are amazing about it. Obviously, you guys are extremely talented.
Oh my God.
And the songwriting is extremely well done. All the nitpicking that I mentioned was mainly just either because it's aging it to a certain realm, a certain year box. And if that's what you're going for, you hit it. But if you're trying to be like with the growling and the screaming, it kind of makes me feel like you're trying to be more current. It's just those two little things. And the melancholy chorus at the beginning of the song, you did it twice. It was either muddy or the two vocals didn't match up. Whatever the case may be, you guys can figure all that live and maybe in the next song. So remember, favorite part about this? The second half of this entire song, from the bridge to the guitar chorus to the end, was amazing. Loved it. Favorite part about that statement? This is their debut.
I know.
Go back and watch all the bands that inspire you. I don't care who they are. Even if they're Gojira, okay? Ginger. You know, name the biggest bands out there that are making splashes right now, and go back and listen to their debuts, what they did first.
This makes me super excited.
You guys are either right where they were when they debuted or better. So now it's just, what's the next step? What's the next growth? What's the next evolution? If this is where you guys are, as young as you are, remember,
this is pretty bad.
how long has Gojira been around? 10, 15 years? They're doing their best stuff now. Stuff that blows me away now. You guys are just getting started. And the second half of the song had me going, yeah, you're right there. So Zach and the guys from Die With Me,
thank you so much for reaching out.
Because
awesome.
it was definitely worth the reaction. And
the little tweaks small potatoes in the grand scheme of this whole song.
Yeah, I mean, it's just those little things that you're like, well, that was.
And I think honestly, it's just because this all day.
That's it. I literally listen to the newest current music all day long. And here's the other thing. I've been where you guys are musically in a band, trying to make it at the very beginning. And before you take anything that I said negatively too much to heart, remember, I never got where you guys are now. So who am I to talk? So take this as encouragement. Do not stop. Expand. Push the limits. Experiment. Because being like anybody else, just be you. Because that's what people draw to. Right now, there are a bunch of bands out there that are not huge, but I adore them right now. I'm going to give you 3 names of 3 bands and know that you guys are the 4th band in this line.
Can I give them for you?
Try to name the 3 bands. If you're wrong, I'm going to mock you incessantly on this video.
Wait, I just forgot one of them. Torrential Rain.
Torrential Rain.
Fractal Universe.
Fractal Universe.
Restriction.
There are 4 bands out there that I'm really
missing one.
No, the reason why I didn't mention Restriction is because they haven't done a video yet. Restriction is an amazing band from Texas who re-released their 2 songs, which I love their stuff, and they're in the studio right now with the drummer from Fire from the Gods doing their album right now.
Okay, who did
That's
I
going to
miss?
be nuts, huh?
Who did I miss?
Albany's favorite band.
Oh!
You're going to hell. Oh my
Vinter C.
God.
Guys, I'm so sorry. Vinter C. Love you guys.
Shame this woman.
Yes,
shame this
I
woman.
deserve
Boo
it.
this woman. Boo.
I deserve it with the bell through the streets.
Albany's
Game of
going to
Thrones
kick your
style.
ass.
I get it.
She's going to beat your ass because
No.
you forgot Vinter C.
We're on a tangent. You guys are right up there. And please, please, please don't take any of what was said too harshly because we are really into this.
Yeah, no. Like I said, the only thing that I noticed was that one little vocal part in the chorus. That was just a misplacement for what it was. And other than that, it's there. It's completely there. So Zach and the guys, thank you so much for sharing this with us. Good job.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you right now, if this is your debut, send me the next one. Send me the next one.
Please.
Because I want to hype it, put it out there before you release it. Because it needs to make a splash. Everybody that sees this reaction, you just saw this reaction to this amazing song from a band whose YouTube channel had 53 subscribers. It now has 54.
55. I'm here too.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
They're really good.
They're really, really good.